Hi y'all, it's Kimberly here. Not feeling well again. I did go to work. Felt exhausted. I work in agriculture, and I was working in the cornfield today, and we have to dig out the little stray corn stalks so that the tractor can get through. It's called volunteer corn, and it was just horrible. My arm was still hurting from my shot. That's my dog breathing heavy. He's out here trying to get him to drink some water. It's finally cooling down, but I think it got up to about 105 degrees today. And when I was in the cornfield, we left about 2:30, and it was about 97 degrees then. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that anymore. It's just too much. If you think, people don't realize how hard agriculture is and how exhausting it is. And they had mentioned that even if it's over 100 degrees, we would still be working, which, no, I will not. I'm going to probably have to call my boss tonight. And there were only 2 of us that remained from the original shift. Our seasonal work is over, and it's transferred to another seasonal type of job, which is working in the fields. And I did this when I was a teenager. And I can't do it anymore. It is too hard. Working in agriculture in certain jobs is, if you think it's easy, it isn't. It's exhausting, and it's hard to find people who want to do that job, and I certainly am not going to do it. I'm going to talk to my boss tonight, and I regret doing it, but I just can't do it. I was very sick. I couldn't use my arm, this arm, very much, and I had to use a tool with my right arm, this kind of like a weird little shovel. It's got a very small little, like a little tiny shovel, but it's got a long handle, and you just push it under the corn stalk and you pop it out. And we walked up and down, I just bit my tongue, up and down the corn rows, and it was just exhausting. And you have to wear like a long sleeve shirt and a hat, sunscreen. You usually put something on your face, like a excuse me. And this is from when I get overheated, my respiratory system, I start to cough when it's really hot. And I started doing that, and I was just too exhausted. I couldn't do it. So we did leave early, and it's just, if you can imagine working in that kind of weather, over 100 degrees, and it's going to be over 100 degrees for the next few days here, like 105, 103 or something. And I just can't do it. And I really do like my boss, but I am going to have to just discuss with her that it's just not going to work for me. It's too exhausting, and I feel sick still from that shot, from my COVID shot. My arm is really sore, and I couldn't hardly use it when I was, using that tool. So I did probably like 90-95% of that job with one arm, which made it twice as hard, and my back and my neck are hurting, and I feel just, actually when I came home, it was about 105, I guess, when I took my dogs out, and it was just, I was just worn out. I couldn't do it, and all I could do was take my dogs out and then lay down, and I slept for a couple hours, or tried to, but my body was hurting, and I was just overheated. It was just awful. And I guess my job is, I really like it, but I just can't do that anymore. especially not ruining my health. I mean, I've done this as a teenager, but that was 40 years ago. I just can't do it now. And there were 3 other ladies that were with us. Still trying to cough out. I had a lot of phlegm from that shot. It loosened phlegm up or something. It gave me like a reaction or something. And I've been coughing for like 3 days. I didn't have a fever, thank goodness. I don't feel like sick like a flu, but I feel just like I didn't go into work yesterday because I felt sick. I felt horrible. But today I felt a lot better when I woke up. I was like, yeah, I think I can do it. And went to work, and the first couple hours I was okay. But then I slowly started to just go down. I was just my throat was starting to get I don't know, like closed in or something, like and when I have my like a respiratory infection, I feel really tired and usually have fever or something like that. But thank goodness I haven't gotten the fever. That's when they told me if I get a fever, try to take ibuprofen, and if it gets, if it stays, to go to the doctor, which thank goodness I didn't have that. And I had the chills last night. I was shaking so bad. My mouth was just like that. I was exhausted. I mean, it was just, my mouth was, I was chattering so bad, and I was shaking so bad. I mean, just worse than I've ever had. I mean, I was shaking just violently shaking from the chills. And I had to put 2 blankets on. And I still feel like really like crap. And I'm just going to rest tomorrow again. And maybe there's several other job job options that I'm gonna look into, but this is just way too much for me. Can't do it. And plus, I had to put sunscreen on, and I think I had a bandana hanging down from my face, and I was trying to like put it over my face, but I just couldn't breathe. I was coughing from being too hot, and so I had to take it off and just let it hang down. And I put on this 100 SPF sunscreen. That's what I wear. And thank goodness I didn't get too much on my face. And I did get maybe a little bit on my neck, which I don't like that because I have a really red neck. And that's from all the years of getting sunburned and all that. But heat exhaustion, or I'm afraid I'll get too sick if I continue with that. And my recovery from this shot, my arm is still very sore. It's going back into my neck. I feel very stiff, and even my back. And I'm going to take some ibuprofen probably later if it doesn't stop. Okay, just letting y'all know. There was a fly on the screen. It's been really hard for me. And I do have a little bit of a dirt allergy, so I think that's what contributed to my cough. It was so hot, and I was breathing all that dirt, and it was like, just awful. And just, if you get that shot, maybe plan on taking 1 or 2 days off. I shouldn't have gone in this morning, but I really did feel better. But now I feel horrible. I feel really run down, just exhausted, and slept a few hours, and I'm probably gonna sleep all night and sleep late if I can. Okay, just just letting y'all know. And I probably will not be I don't want to say not posting I think my schedule that I had for my podcast and everything is going to be just tentative. Let me see. I'm exhausted. I just don't feel good, so let me get over this and then I'll post. Thank you.